this is Alia and welcome back to my kitchen. Let's continue the something different week. So far we've made the chocolate barrir, yum! If you haven't seen it, click this link to watch the video. And now we're going to make the best ice cream ever. But it's not really ice cream. We're going to make nougat glacé. Nougat is a sort of candy which is white with lots of nuts and dried fruits and chewy. It's very popular in Morocco. It's probably a European candy, French or Italian, but it's very popular in Morocco. And we're going to make the ice cream version of it, which is called nougat glacé. And you can find it in many restaurants in Morocco. We're going to add walnuts and almonds and dried fruits and honey flavor. Oh, yum! This nougat glacé is the best nougat glacé you've ever had in your life. So let's start! First, let's prepare the ingredients. Here I am chopping roasted almonds, of course, and salted. And just chop, chop, chop with a sharp kitchen knife. Then I'm chopping the walnuts. You can actually use any nuts of your choice. For the dried fruits, I am using figs, cut into small pieces, and also raisins. Soak in warm water while preparing the rest of the recipe so they become soft. Let's make the praline. Place the sugar in a pan and let it cook on medium-low heat. After a few minutes, you will see the sugar melting and turning into a caramel syrup. Make sure the heat is low, otherwise it will burn and quickly. Place the nuts in this syrup and mix well. Cook for another minute, then remove from the heat and place the nut praline in parchment paper. Place in the fridge and let it cool down. To make the nougat, we need egg whites. Carefully separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. Make sure that there are no egg yolk traces in the egg whites, otherwise you will not be able to make the meringue. Before you start beating the egg whites, place honey and sugar in a saucepan and let them heat up. Now start beating the eggs. First add a pinch of salt and using an egg beater, beat the eggs on high speed. And you can see after a few minutes they become thick and fluffy, exactly how we want them. Now check your honey syrup. It's bubbling. Yes, it's ready. Take it and while beating the eggs, slowly start pouring the honey syrup over the egg whites, little by little. Keep beating at the same time. You will see that the egg whites will become thicker. They make beautiful swirly shapes. Keep beating the meringue until you get firm peaks and until the bowl cools down. It actually gets hot when you add the honey syrup. This will take around 5 minutes. Now let's beat the heavy cream. It has to be very cold for it to become whipped cream. And your beater has to be clean, of course. So beat, beat, beat until you get a fluffy, thick whipped cream. But make sure not to overbeat it, otherwise it becomes granular. Okay, let's make sure we have everything we need. The praline is cold, chop it into small pieces. The dried fruits, drain them from water and wipe them dry with paper towel. And all we have to do is start mixing. Little by little, add the meringue into the whipped cream and fold them using a spatula. You need to use a circular movement from top to bottom, very gently. You want the mixture to stay fluffy. Then add the praline, mix gently, add the dried fruits, mix gently, and that's it. Now prepare your baking pan. I'm using a cheesecake pan because it's easier to remove when unmolding the nougat. But you can use any pan of your choice, even small cups. Butter the pan and place parchment paper on it so it's easier later to serve. Pour the nougat mixture in the pan, even out with a spatula. Then I left a few pieces of praline to use as decoration on top. Cover with a plastic wrap and put in your freezer for at least 10 hours, basically overnight. Here we are the next day. Let me remove the pan and yes, a perfect nougat glacé. Check this out. It's creamy, crunchy, nutty, cold. Exactly how a nougat glacé should be. Be careful, this melts very quickly, so serve and put back to the freezer right away. This whole one is for me. Bon appétit!